Located just outside of Brinkley, Arkansas, the Louisiana Purchase State Park preserves two of Arkansas's greatest heritages. The initial point of the 1815 Louisiana Territory Land Survey and one of the state's few headwater swamps. The elevated boardwalk allows for safe viewing of the park's fascinating swamp life and leads to the granite monument which marks the initial point of the survey. The inscription reads, "This stone marks the base established November 18, 1815, from which the lands of the Louisiana Purchase were surveyed by United States engineers." The first survey from this point was made to satisfy the claims of the soldiers of the War of 1812 with land bounties. Erected by the Arkansas Daughters of the American Revolution, sponsored by the Longueuil chapter. The creation of the Louisiana Purchase State Park began in 1921 when two surveyors were sent to check the Phillips and Lee County lines where they discovered the witness trees that marked the 1815 survey of the land bought in the Louisiana Purchase. The Longueuil chapter of the National Society of Daughters of the American Revolution quickly recognized the historical significance and on October 27, 1926, dedicated the commemorative monument located in the center of the park. The site was officially designated Louisiana Purchase State Park in 1961. In 1977, the Arkansas National Heritage Commission, recognizing the swamp's unique qualities, added it to the Registry of Natural Areas and supplied funds for purchasing 37.5 acres. The Louisiana Purchase occurred after President Thomas Jefferson learned Spain had ceded the Louisiana Territory back to France in early 1801. Fearing Napoleon would close the Mississippi to American trade, the president sent Ambassador Robert Livingston to Paris to warn France that the United States would not tolerate a loss of its trade outlet or American colonies. With the growing threat of French occupation, the president then sent James Monroe to Paris with the authorization to purchase the port of New Orleans and West Florida for $9,375,000. By April 30, 1803, a treaty binding the United States to the purchase of the entire 830,000 square miles area for $15 million was signed. At less than 3 cents per acre, the Louisiana Purchase must be considered the greatest real estate deal of all time. This happening shaped the destiny of the United States, ended Napoleon's dreams of a French empire, and confirmed Spain's fears of America's westward expansion. Robbins began at the mouth of the Arkansas River and surveyed due north. Brown began several miles upstream at the mouth of the St. Francis River and proceeded due west. Brown's survey line is called the baseline, and Robbins's line is called the fifth principal meridian because it was the fifth north-south line surveyed in the U.S. During this time period, surveying land was exceptionally difficult work. Using only a compass and a chain, surveyors made their way through the wilderness, stopping every half mile to mark or blaze a tree. They carried all of their provisions with them for a task that lasted several months. In the vast wilderness of the Arkansas Delta where Robbins and Brown worked, the only signs of life were scattered Indian and animal trails. The baseline was extended west in 1818, eventually crossing south of Little Rock. Today, Baseline Road follows part of it. The fifth meridian continued north and provided an orientation for the survey of Arkansas, Missouri, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota.